How do GDPR rules impact your business data privacy policies? Imagine running a business where customer trust is everything. Now picture a set of rules that make sure you handle personal data responsibly. That's what the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, is all about. It's a law that impacts how businesses in the European Union and beyond manage data. If your business processes personal information, GDPR will influence your policies and procedures. First, GDPR requires that you have a clear legal reason to process personal data. This could be consent from the individual, a contractual need, or a legitimate interest. You must tell people exactly what data you collect, why you collect it, and how you plan to use it. This is usually done through a privacy notice or policy. It's important that this notice is easy to understand and accessible. Next, GDPR emphasizes that data collection should be limited to what is necessary. You should only gather data that is directly related to your purpose. For example, if you need a customer's email to send updates, don't also ask for their home address unless it's essential. This way, you avoid collecting excessive information that could put privacy at risk. Businesses must also keep data accurate and up to date. If someone updates their information or requests deletion, your policies need to support those actions. You should have procedures in place to correct errors and securely delete data when it's no longer needed. This reduces the chance of storing outdated or unnecessary information. GDPR gives individuals rights over their data. They can ask to see what you hold, request corrections, or even ask you to delete their data. Your policies should include processes to handle these requests efficiently. For example, you might set a goal to respond within 1 month to any data access request. Consent management is another key aspect. If you're relying on consent to process data, it must be given freely, specifically, and with full knowledge. You need to keep records of when and how consent was obtained. Also, provide an easy way for people to withdraw their consent at any time. Privacy by design and default are principles that mean you should build data protection into your products and services from the start. This could involve encrypting data or limiting access to only necessary staff. It's about making privacy the default setting. Some businesses are required to appoint a data protection officer. This person oversees GDPR compliance and helps train staff. You also need to keep records of your data processing activities, showing regulators that you follow the rules. If a data breach occurs, GDPR says you must notify the relevant supervisory authority within 72 hours. If the breach risks individuals' rights or freedoms, you must also inform those affected without delay. Transferring data outside the European Union is restricted. You need safeguards like standard contractual clauses or an adequacy decision to ensure the data remains protected. In practice, this means regularly auditing your data processing activities, updating privacy notices, and training your team on GDPR rules. You should also have a plan for responding to data requests and breaches. Overall, GDPR pushes businesses to develop thorough, transparent, and responsible data privacy policies. It's about respecting individuals' rights and making sure personal data is protected at every stage. This law not only keeps you compliant but also builds trust with your customers and partners.